from YMP, Lindell Wilson. You have the floor.
My name is Lindell Wilson, and I am the outgoing Secretary General, outgoing Second Vice President of the St. Martin Youth Parliament. I am 19 years old, and I am honored to now transition into the role of Assistant Secretary General. I aspire to become a future Member of Parliament and eventually Prime Minister of St. Martin. I also aim to represent St. Martin in the Netherlands, in the Tweede Kamer, and eventually serve as State Secretary of Kingdom Relations and Digitalization. My long-term goal is to become the first Afro-Dutch Caribbean man to hold the office of Prime Minister of the Kingdom of the Netherlands. Through these roles, I will continue advocating for youth inclusion, comprehensive policy reforms, and initiatives that reflect the needs and ambition of our generation. My vision for the future is rooted in the belief that young people across the kingdom, whether in St. Martin, Aruba, Curaçao, Bonaire, Statia, Saba, and the Netherlands, must be actively involved in shaping the decisions that affect their lives, especially in the areas such as youth policy, education, health, economic resilience, and social development. I believe in aligning our education system more closely with the standards of the Netherlands, while also expanding the potential of our local university and vocational schools to better serve students across St. Martin. On October 3rd, I attended the Strategic Education Alliance Conference, connecting education to the labor market. I have been appointed to represent St. Martin on the Student Council of the Strategic Education Alliance program. This council plays a vital role in shaping the students' experience by providing advice on programs and initiatives that matter to students, gathering student feedback and identifying challenges, contributing to reports and policy plans focused on Caribbean students, and offering insights and feedback on specific topics and new proposals. As the St. Martin representative in the Strategic Education Alliance, I will engage directly with my fellow youths and Kingdom partners to create meaningful change in the area of education, justice, health, finance, and Kingdom relations. And as I take on this role within Youth Parliament, I reflect on my fourth year being a youth parliamentarian, and I remain committed to building bridges between youths and leadership to create spaces where our voices influence real change in all aspects of our community. I also represent the Youth Parliament last week in the autonomous conversations on behalf of the Governor of St. Martin. Thank you, Madam Chair Lady. I yield the floor back to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I take this opportunity to address you as the returning president of the St. Martin Youth Parliament. Distinguished guests, parents, and friends, a warm good afternoon to you all. I am Sabaya Nantan, a determined 19-year-old who has successfully completed my associate degree in entrepreneurship at the St. Martin Academy, Cape. Today, I stand before you not just with pride, but with a profound sense of purpose, having been re-elected by my fellow colleagues to lead this esteemed organization for a second term. I wish to thank each and every one of you for your support and cooperation in my first term. It has been an honor to lead and achieve alongside such dedicated young leaders. This past year, we were able to create wonderful partnerships with other youth associations, had insightful discussions on St. Martin's heritage, volunteered at various events in our communities, and that's just to list a few. This overwhelming vote of confidence is more than just an honor. It is a powerful affirmation of our collective vision and commitment to excellence. I am truly excited about the journey ahead and the remarkable achievements we will realize together. Thank you for your continued support. Before you today is a passionate young woman fueled not just by ambition, but by a profound sense of purpose. I am here because I wholeheartedly believe in the immense power of youth, our innovative ideas, vibrant energy, and potential to drive meaningful change. I firmly believe in the incredible potential of our youth, our boundless energy, our unique ability to drive meaningful change and ideas. My commitment to representing young people stems from my personal journey, filled with challenges, underestimation, and the empowerment that comes from community support and opportunity. I recognize that young voices are frequently marginalized, despite possessing some of the most groundbreaking solutions to the issues we face. This ignites my passion to serve as a crucial link between the voiceless and the decision makers, between dreamers and those who bring those dreams to life. My aspirations are deeply rooted in the pursuit of justice. I aim to become a lawyer, not merely to practice law, but to wield it as a powerful instrument for empowerment. I am dedicated to advocating for individuals who cannot advocate for themselves, championing fairness, equality, and rights at every level. To me, law transcends more than mere regulations. It is about constructing systems that protect individuals and ensure accountability to those in power. So, why do I seek to be the voice of the youth? Because we deserve recognition and respect, not in the future, but right now. I aspire to be the person who listens profoundly and amplifies our collective voice, ensuring that we are truly heard. We are dedicated to every young person striving for a brighter future. Let me share with you what we're actively pursuing for this upcoming year, because we're not just discussing ideas, we're taking genuine action. This Saturday, we are excited to host a transformative event that highlights the voices of our youth in St. Martin as we celebrate 15 years as a country. This celebration will showcase youth perspectives through powerful expressions like poetry, dance, and speeches, allowing their creativity and insights to shine. Additionally, for this month, it marks the preparation for our annual interscholastic youth debate, a vital platform for critical thinking and diverse viewpoints. This isn't merely about debating points, it's about cultivating respectful disagreements, challenging each other's ideas, and fostering collective growth. This year is especially significant as we proudly celebrate the 15th anniversary of our organization. That's a decade and a half of driving impact, empowering youth, and demonstrating leadership. But we're not just looking back, we are gearing up for the next 15 years filled with even greater accomplishments with exciting plans already in motion. A crucial focus area for us is youth mainstreaming. This is ensuring that young voices are at the forefront of decision making. Together, we can shape a future that truly reflects the ambitions and potential of our youth, and we ask that you join us on this journey. We're also excited to announce the Caribbean Youth Parliament Convention that we are planning, a historic gathering of bright minds, diverse talents, and innovative ideas from young leaders throughout the Caribbean. This is our chance to connect, exchange knowledge, and most crucially, forge a united vision for our future. As time goes on, you will be hearing more about this event. Technology and the perspectives of youth must be prioritized in every decision-making space. As we look ahead, digital advancement will be one of the vital pillars in our strategy. I'm committed to advancing this initiative by promoting comprehensive training in digital skills, empowering youth-driven tech innovations, and ensuring our platforms are not only accessible, but also engaging. Our mission extends just beyond technology. Together, we will confront the pressing challenges that affect our generation, including mental health, substance abuse, violence, and digital safety. Empty promises will not define us. I'm here to lead, to serve, and to embody the aspirations of every young individual who envisions a brighter future. This movement transcends my personal journey. It's about all of us. Together, we are building a powerful movement that goes beyond mere speeches and meetings. It's a catalyst for transformative change in countless lives. In my ongoing commitment to this cause, it is my hope to actively engage with government officials and relevant agencies to forge partnerships that truly benefit our youth. By developing strategic alliances with key stakeholders in critical ministries such as youth, education, digital development, and health, we can advocate for impactful policies, secure essential funding, and initiate collaborative programs that directly support our initiatives. Whether through formal discussions, advisory committees, or cooperative efforts, we are dedicated to amplifying the voices of young people in national development strategies. Ensuring our organization is recognized as a trusted collaborator in crafting a brighter future for the generations to come. Let us be the generation that takes bold steps towards change rather than waiting for it to happen. Thank you.
Are you SZV insured? Do you have a valid medical insurance status? SZV is cardless. Request your My SZV account today and enter the virtual office of SZV. Go to szv.sx and sign up now.
SZV, yeah. Your social and health insurances.
24/7 TV programming on www.stmartinmediacenter.com, SXM Daily News, PBS NewsHour, Now You Know, Com programs, documentary, entertainment, sports events, Saturday children's hours, religion programs, and movies. Click on SXM TV broadcast to see your favorite programs.
St. Martin, as heavy rain falls across our region, we urge all residents and visitors to exercise caution and stay alert. Here are the areas prone to street flooding, flash floods, and/or rock slides. Avoid these locations until water levels subside. Atillage Road Roundabout, Cul-de-Sac. Arch Road, Sucker Garden. Beacon Hill Road, Simpson Bay. Atillage Road, Border Monument, Belvedere, Lower Princess Quarter. Billy Folly Road, Cole Bay. Emma Plain, Phillipsburg. L.B. Scott Road, Cul-de-Sac. Rhine Road, Lowlands. Welhelican Road, Low K Roundabout, Cahill, Little Bay. Well Road, Wellington Road, and Orange Grove Road, Cole Bay. Yancho Rousquin Boulevard, Point Blanche, and Saker's Gut Road, Cul-de-Sac. Remember, safety comes first. Let's work together to keep our community safe. This public service announcement is brought to you by the Department of Communication.
You may hear the word kickoff a few times, but I can assure you that the ministry has been working very hard the last years. We started in 2018. 21 was also a very important date with the Department of ICT and the lead, co-leading by the Civil Registry, Public Service Center, and DIF, and of course, at the end, the Department of Legal Affairs will play a very important role to make sure that the legal basis for this project is sound. You may think that for government, this digital transformation is a reshaping how we serve the public, and as a Ministry of General Affairs, the best way to provide services to the other ministries. Today, allow me to provide you with the context I see this project. I was appointed Secretary General in 2014. My mission was that we should follow the rules and regulation and the structure of the organization. Government can be a very effective organization. All the rules are there. Regulations are there. The structure is established in the national ordinance. Unfortunately, we know how it goes. This project will help us to follow the structure. This is another tool for us to function with integrity, transparency, and, as you know the word, good governance. Today you will receive technical information on the project and, of course, how you can contribute. We will not copy-paste. I can guarantee the Prime Minister that. What we will do is make sure that we will work in accordance to our oath. We will make sure to provide the best advices using this very effective tool. The government vision is clear. A digital government that is smart, fast, reliable, and brings us closer to the public. We need your ideas. We need your contribution. I thank you for being here. I encourage you to make most of today's session. Together we can create an environment that truly reflects the needs and aspirations of this organization. I want to thank the technical team responsible for executing this project and know that you can count on my continued support. I thank you very much.
It is indeed a pleasure for me to be here this morning, and I thank the Prime Minister for his opening remarks and also the opening remarks of the Secretary General, Mr. Plantain, because it is about the people. It is for the people, but most importantly, it is by the people who are sitting here in this room today, and those of you and your colleagues that you work with. So I want to welcome you to this important opening, signifying a move forward in the Digital Government Transformation Project, DGTP, a bold and transformational initiative that aims to reshape how government services are delivered to the people of St. Martin. This project is not just about introducing new technologies. It's about challenging conventional thinking and asking ourselves, does this give us the best chance to accomplish our purpose? It's about being courageous, disrupting the status quo, reimagining public service delivery in a way that is user-centered, inclusive, and that beautiful word that we've been mentioning since Hurricane, resilient. From the fiduciary side, our role has been to plant seeds in the right place, carefully selecting firms and vendors through a thoughtful procurement process in close collaboration with the DLT, that digital leadership team. Our mission has been to match our island's capabilities with the requirements and activities that will enable digital transformation. We've chosen partners who bring not only technical expertise, but also unique value. The ability to work closely with you, the people, our civil servants, to co-create solutions that reflect our local realities. But these are contracts But these contracts and activities are only as powerful as the collaboration behind them. Only by working together, civil servants, vendors, and leadership, can we unlock the full potential of DGTP. This is your opportunity to evaluate current practices. And when I say this, I mean this workshop, because your feedback is very important. Challenge outdated norms and build alignment around new ideas that will shape the future of public services to the people of St. Martin. The DGTP is already gaining momentum. This workshop, for instance, strategy sessions, stakeholder engagements, we've seen growing support and optimism. The involvement of ministries, and you see them with represented here today by the very top within the ministries, and that would be the Secretary Generals. The institutions that you see present here today, departments like VROMI, SZV, and the Chamber of Commerce, shows that the whole of government effort is indeed at play. And it's your insights, your courage, and your commitment that will determine this success. Let's make this a milestone moment. Let's build a digital government that truly serves the people, provides security that is efficient, and that is built from within the heart. I thank you, and I encourage you to take the opportunity for the next day and a half to ensure that the success of DGTP is achieved.
SZV, your social and health insurance is SZV, your social and health insurance is.
Are you SZV insured? Do you have a valid medical insurance status? SZV is cardless. Request your My SZV account today and enter the virtual office of SZV. Go to szv.sx and sign up now.
SZV, yeah, your social and health insurance is.
24/7 TV programming on www.stmartinmediacenter.com, SXM Daily News, PBS NewsHour, Now You Know, com programs, documentary, entertainment, sports events, Saturday children's hours, religion programs, and movies. Click on SXM TV broadcast to see your favorite programs.
Let's put it in context of human. You grow, you crawl, you walk, you stumble, you fall, you bruise, but you survive. We survived, and we are surviving. And although correctly MP Sarah Westcott Williams was mentioned, it would be remiss of me not to mention MP William Marlin, former Governor Eugene Holliday, Vance James, and much more. When I look in the Tribune, I see former lieutenant governors, former governor, presidents of parliaments, and former prime ministers. You are all the building blocks and steps for where we are today. And while some may say that they are not better off today, I can be one to differ. I have seen development in St. Martin. I have seen increase, maybe not to the pace that we want, but I have seen it. I have seen development of airports, boardwalks, harbor, development of our tourism product. And we all have work to do, day by day. And I remember the days when politicians would walk the street and the people of St. Martin would embrace them wholeheartedly. Somewhere, somehow, that has been lost. The people do not trust us anymore. So we have some rebuilding and rebranding to do. We tear down each other. And because we do this, we fail to highlight our progresses. There's a time for everything. There's a time to go at each other, and there's a time to be united. And we exemplified that on the floor of the Tweede Kamer in the Netherlands. Opposition members, coalition members stood together to represent this country. That is what it's about. And I pray to God, within the next 15 years, we will be here celebrating more progress. I said a phrase, and I'll end with it, in a time capsule. It says, your determination defines your life. Your ambition defines how great you make your life. Never let anyone, to our youth, discourage you from being who you are set out to be. Bumps, bruises, but we survive. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, MP Otley, for your words and your contribution to this important discussion that St. Martin is having today. I continue, and I now offer the floor to the next faction leader to speak, and that is MP Rayon Peterson of the Party for Progress faction here in Parliament. MP Peterson, you have the floor.
Madam Chair, as a Kingdom lawyer, I've often spoken here on the floor of Parliament for the respect that we must have for the Constitution. I've said that our people must learn to understand it and the intention of the legislators who wrote it, and not simply wait until Parliament or government invokes it when it is convenient and ignores it when it is not. Today, I feel some frustration. As someone who was not born here, but born to be here, like some of my colleagues. Frustration because I see, like many must, the potential of St. Martin. But that potential is weighted against 15 years where a lot has happened and still not much has happened. We have seen higher rises go up and the literacy rate go down. We have been told that the economy has improved, but seen a considerable shrinkage in our middle class. This is not just on the part of successive governments and parliaments. There has been stagnation at many levels. Persons who did not comprehend the choice that they made in the 2000 referendum, and so were not prepared or encouraged to make the total mental shift that required them to be leading from 10-10-10 and after. So what happened before continues to happen today, and we are very often left playing catch-up to the rest of the region. That's not to say that there is no hope for serious improvement, Madam Chair. Changing the status quo is possible, but that requires serious and unpopular decisions to be made, both here in Parliament and across the road. Decisions that may not find favor in the public or with our colleagues, both within and outside of party lines. Are we ready for that? To acknowledge that this role we hold today is not meant to be forever, that we are public servants and that to serve the public means our own interest, our families' interests, and for those who have them, their benefactors' interests come second, third, and fourth to the nation's. That is an unpopular decision, and it might mean a lower vote count, but it still would be the right decision for the country. Are we ready for that? Because if we are, then the path to true progress is ours to take. And if we are not, I'm not worried, Madam Chair. A generation of young people and those coming after them who are already growing increasingly critical of decisions taken, both past and current, will ensure that those on the wrong side of history will be held accountable. 15 years is a milestone in many cultures, Madam Chair. While we look behind us to measure how far we've come, let's not forget to assess how far we have left to travel before we can actually say that we can stand on our own. Once we do that, honestly and openly, the next 15 years should be filled with focused and intentional action on the part of every single person who calls St. Martin home. Self-reflection, integrity, and accountability. Once we reach there, then we can truly call ourselves a friendly island. Happy Constitution Day. Thank you, Madam Chair.